Section 0 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Joanna Hoyt. Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Quahe Shamsuddin Mohammed Hafez-e-Shirazi. Note: the last 15 pieces in this book, which are founded on odes of Hafez, are not translations. Their aim is rather to convey, if possible, something of the original spirit, than to give a faithful rendering of either thought or form. I have not scrupled to omit, insert, alter, or even deliberately to pervert the idea as fancy or feeling dictated. Some of the poems follow the Persian fairly closely, especially numbers 30, 31, 34, and 35. Others are merely founded on or suggested by one or two couplets. Number 4 was suggested by a Persian dialect quatrain by Baba Tahir. The remainder are original. E.B. Chilswell, September 1920. To A.A.D. End of Section 0. Section 1 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Section 1. Other Verses, Poems 1 through 6. 1. When sunlight faileth, and day's glow is gone, when chill mist traileth where warm splendor shone, when summer's pleasure dieth, dieth too the transient treasure that with life upgrew and none may herit. Where then wilt thou turn, O vagrant spirit that no home didst earn? When none replieth of thy friend so true, when sweet joy crieth, Adieu, love, adieu. 2. I called to fading day as o'er the hill she flew. Whither, glad light, away? Take me, oh take me too. She said, O wingless one, thou hast thy memoried son. I said to the drooped rose a while that was so fair, Why dost so swiftly lose, sweet grace, thy blooming air? She said, This is my doom. Cherish thou beauty's tomb. I cried to joy as late I stood, bidding farewell, Must this be too thy fate, whom I have loved so well? He said, My gift I leave with her whom I bereave. 3. O youth's young cloudlet, O freshness free, with heart so light on the wind to fly or glisten in spray upscattered, I am sad as the full surgings of the sea. I gave thee birth, thou shalt return to me. Thy heart is light as the empty wind of barren, purposeless change, but I am the thought-burdened, slow searching mind. I am the agony to form and find, the fluxing travail of eternity. 4. Wend I, wander I, past all worlds that be. Ever have I wandered o'er ere the earth was made, urged like the alien air o'er land and sea, sleepless as sunlight, joyless as its shade. Not on your earth travel I. Say not to me, Cease awhile thy wandering, O tired day. Say not, O pilgrim, rest thee, comfort thee. Not here is my journey's end, Indus nor Cathay. 5. On a hill. Eyes that o'er the landscape fly, over dale and wood and stream to the cloud realms of the sky. Eyes that wander still and dream, hopes that ever forward press seeking lovelier loveliness. All the world is yours to roam, searching eye and swiftling thought. Nowhere can you make your home. Not where peace so vainly sought bowered in the valley lies, nor content's small villages, nor can pleasure's garish dress tempt you to a mean caress, thoughts that will not rest nor stay. Ever do ye tell her nay, still ye wander. Where, O say, lies our visioned loveliness? 6. After music. O what availeth thee thy melting mood, thine ecstasy, when once again thy thraldoms o'er thee brood? And what doth profit thee thy courage high and strength so fain? So soon again thy coward heart shall fly. For more and stronger strife our strength shall strain, though hope's best good be but this hope, to strive and strive again. End of section 1. Section 2 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. Section 2, Other Verses, poems 7 through 12. 7. All things born to break in meek sacrifice for another's sake. All man's striving vain, lavished as the price of the heart's hid pain. Long, O spirit bird, of thy lonely fear hast thou sung unheard in hope's moonlit wood, while no creature near knew nor understood. 8. If there be any power in passion's prayer, but no, such ultimate longings have no word. There is no eloquence in last despair. Many have voiced their pain and answer heard, though 'twere but this, that to give bodied form to grief called their own heart to combat it. But not even thus can I pray. Thou strong storm all overpowering, baffling bravest wit, wild spirit spurning cage of time or name, furious intangible fire, no duteous thought can deal with thee, to no calm altar flame confine, nor wish acceptable. Oh, if aught from such dumb need can reach aught's hearing ear, this is it now. Oh, hear, oh, hear, oh, hear. 9. In love's great ocean, whose calm sheltered shore must he forever leave, whose soul is bound on farthest quest life's wonders to explore, that mightiest flood, all-whelming, torment-tossed, wherein must every lover's self be lost ere the beloved's lovelier self be found. Think not, O searcher, in that sea to find food for thine earth-born strength and lustful show, nor glorious pearl to deck thy worldly mind, nor isle of ease. All such doth he forego who, recking naught of hurt to pride or limb, hearkeneth to love's unchallengeable call. Yea, who would venture, no help is for him save whole surrender, health, strength, life, and all. 10. When sorrow hath outsoared our nature's clime, leaving it far remote, and like a strong eagle lone brooding on her peak sublime graspeth in solitude her towering wrong, and no more hankereth for petty prey nor bleeding victim wherewithal to still her hunger of desolate passion, but thus aye sitteth, devoured by her own vital ill, motionless, nerveless, where for her no sound of life is, only the wind's alien moan that meandereth sleeplessly around the promontory. What saviour can then help helpless sorrow? What shall break that spell of icy death in life, that shackling hell? 11. O gentle weariness, thine is the power that can all spirits free from bonding trouble. Thou art a goddess to all the suffering slaves of misery. Thy sanctuary no suppliant vainly seeketh. Wheresoe'er desperate grief is, then unfailingly is thine all-hallowing rest and refuge there. Our sorrow hath outgrown solace, yet still in thine all-mothering hand is balm of soft oblivion, who alone our never-ending needs dost understand. 12. 1919. Peace, for whose presence did we erewhile call with cry sincere, vowing, God knoweth, those protests how passionate were, to love thee all. Yet when thou camest pandered to thy foes weaklier than ever, now again the throes convulse our being. Now, peace, mayst thou see this lust-devoted land is not for thee. Farewell. Small wonder is it if thou flee such faithlessness. Yet doth thy memory still dwell in each place where thou hast walked with me, in dawn's fresh mead or by noon's shady rill, or when cool evening wafteth on our hill, All wears that beauty's comfort-laden breath sootheth tired sorrow, till it slumbereth. End of section 2. Section 3 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Other Verses, poems 13 through 18. 13. Song. Beauty is a waving tree. Beauty is a flower. Beauty is a grassy lea and a shady bower. Beauty is the verdant spring in our hearts awakening. Beauty is a summer sun warming all the land, whose full bounty doth o'errun more than our demand. Spreadeth beauty her kind feast lavishly for man and beast. Autumn's quiet hast thou too, beauty, who canst feed every craving, known or new, of the spirit's need, laying up a lasting store of ripe bliss for evermore. O true beauty, though joy's vain seasons come and go, thou a refuge dost remain from all wintry woe. Thou art still the perfect clime where no transience is, nor time. 14. Wheresoever beauty flies, follow her on eager wings, beauteous wild imaginings. Wheresoever she may tread, lovely vivid flowers arise, springing swift as thoughts unsaid. Living beauty, more than wise, fair art thou to living eyes, though less fair than is the dead myrtle wreath that more we prize, relic of the one dear head that for each it garlanded. 15. When first to earth thy gentle spirit came, from some soft climate of Elysian field, garmented in its own ethereal flame, when first from heaven's high peace it entered here, no armor had it then, nor guarding shield, nor sword for safety, nor attacking spear. No panged misgivings suffered it, nor fear, seeing in every face its own sweet face, smiling to treachery with trustful eyes, finding in a nature its own nature's grace. So Adam in his visioned paradise saw but God's gifts, till taste of bitter ruth taught him what earth's creation is in truth. Now, O stern angel, none can make relent thy steely wrath, thy sword of punishment. 16. For sake of these two splendors do the wise set store on riches, and for these alone. For these two glories only do they prize power and majesty of kingly throne. Or this, to succor friendship in distress, to comfort humble sorrow, nor despise to cheer the joyless heart of weariness, to guard and aid whom fortune doth oppress, that he to life's glad kingdom be restored, and thus their monument of thanks they raise more high than pomp's vain pinnacle of praise. Or this, to forge therefrom a trenchant sword whereat shall poltroon evil cower and fly, and smite hell's fiends of foulness that they die. 17. She hath not beauty, that ill-fortuned gem wherewith may women dazzle men's meek eyes, ere they enslave, unman, and slaughter them. Nor doth she vaunt afar her heart's hid prize, nor with wide lavished scent of hope allure ere men behold her, nor with rich disguise. Nor hath she wit, that sword wherewith to smart delicate souls, with flashing stroke unsure of sharp misprise, wounding some gentle heart. Yet not unlovely she, my silent rose, that only may to true love's eyes unclose, nor yet doth stintingly her smiles impart. But should bold evil venture, oh what proud pitilessness hath she then, what anger loud! 18. When thou art gone, and when are gone all those that knew thee, and that loved thy living grace, merged in the formless flood whence all arose. When thou hast passed, and of thy life no trace remaineth, nor remembrancer to say, such was he, such his form, his voice, his face. In that new time shall rise, untouched by thee, the eddying circles still, and pass away. Full many a spring shall turn to winter dree, and morn to nightfall, and life's human day shall change from youth's bright hope to darkling pain, when thy young life in life's hard war is slain. When thou art gone, and I, and our strong love which now time's change doth but more changeless prove. End of section 3. Section 4 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Other Verses, Poems 19 through 23. 19. A Youth. Play thou on men as on a harp's string. Though of themselves they lifeless are, in them thy spirit's music shall ring. Breathe thou in them as through a reed thy soul's strong message. Through them declare to the dead world thy living need. They are to thee as the senseless words that embody thought's full-felt commands. Thy passive tools, obedient hands to serve thy purpose, thy trusty swords. They shall thy beauteous will express, though they be graceless and purposeless. Yea, live thou in men as their life's will, so long as life is, and good and ill. 20. Go, book. Go, vessel laden with the mind that builded thee. Go now and bear thy freight of man's old messaging to all mankind. Say first, such oft-told things as I relate, such ponderous words strung on unperished thought, such pearly praises worn by countless queens, such tempered swords wherewith heroes have fought, such scepters that have ruled all earth's domains, such broidered robes, such antique jewelry, such orbs, such thrones, such treasures, say thou then. These the rich heritage of poesy are as wealth's burden is to untaught men. Life's costly crowns that but disaster bring to who is not in spirit born a king. 21. Attainment. When the strong climber his last mountain crest attaineth, and the point for which he strove is reached, and his desire made manifest, and seating him the topmost heights above, he gazeth on each aspect leisurely, considering the path by which he clomb, and which so many attempted, and how he the first of all his race had strength to come unto that eminence, and how this throne shall men hereafter to his name recall. Then more than ever is he strangely lone, seeing earth's dwellings spread out far and small, and more unfathomed seemeth, and more high, eternal heaven's unchanged immensity. 22. Since neither man's proud pomp and kingly name endureth, nor his monumental throne, nor honored shrine, nor pinnacle of fame. Since born in agony to life he came, and in pain too he passeth, one by one his joys desert him, friendless and alone. Yea, since all loved delights their cycles range, all to their parent elements return, air to air, dust to dust, when thy life's breath, the fire of thine inscrutable will them burn, scattering, destroying. Yea, since finisheth all things, or death, or marring grief, or change, since this is, this must needs thy purpose be, through such dark doors to win thy works to thee. 23. Pureness of pale moon, loneness of far skies, splendor of starry regions and bright sun, grandeur of universal vastnesses, sweetness of flower, staunchness of stalwart tree, delicacy of small verdures every one, loveliness of all lowly forms that be, gladness of every bird that gaily sings, ardor of eager beasts that hunt and kill, rapture of all life-raptured living things, yea, man's one rapture too, and his life's joy, his strength, his beauty, and his living will, each soul's will to create and to destroy. O thou who visitest these dwellings, why thus deignest thou, who art so great and high? End of section 4. Section 5 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Verses after Hafez, sections 24 through 28. 24. Dawn. I saw fair fortune, one clear morning, Touch like the bright sceptred sun's first point of scorn, with slightest finger my full ripened corn. I glimpsed her beauty. Slender was she, such as the moon's waning sickle, paled afar, or dawn's faint star-sheaves that scarce visioned are. I said, O my life's crowning queen, for thee have I long toiled without repose or rest. In hope of thee my harvest heavenly laboured and waited. Still thou lingerest, triest me still. She turning smiled, and said, Though this be not thou uncomforted. Lo now already thy night-ending sun in world-seen splendour hath his day begun. 25. Come, let us drink, and deeply drown in heaven's pure wine our sorrowing. Fling ye earth's faded garlands down, scatter away life's flowering. Though sorrow's myriad armies strive to subjugate and slay us, we, O proud cup-bearer, will contrive to overcome their tyranny. O earth's sad lover, drink and throw unto high heaven thy misery. So shall, perchance, bright beauty know thy longing need, and bend to thee. Not in this life's sad city grow immortal flowers. O friends, arise! Drink we the wine of truth, and go to deathless joys of paradise. 26. Once more, O happy hill and peaceful plain, once more, O kindly meadow, laugh with glee. Now is all earth's old nature young again. Once more the lily may her lover see. Once more the eager tulip lifteth up unto the wine-filled rose her golden cup. O hold thou dear the flowers, that through spring's door enter thy garden. Ere thou mayst no more behold them, love them who live but for thee. Greet them ere they through autumn's gate depart. Since for thy pleasuring God made them be, gaze on them gladly. On me too, sweetheart, who for thy sake alone live. Give me one welcome, once smile on me ere I be gone. 27. Tell me not, mournful preacher, that to prize beauty of flower, or song, or mistress fair, is to forego the sweets of paradise. Say not, life's pleasance is a deathly snare. Shun it, so wouldst thou save thy soul alive. Blind thee, and in drear temple pray and strive. Know thou, all gladness is God's house of grace. All loveliness is thy beloved's face. All beauteous earth is heaven's gay garden ground. To love the rose, the fair, the gladsome bird, life's lovely bliss wherever it be found. To love love's truth from whomsoever heard. This is their faith who see with seeing eyes, their worship, and their endless paradise. 28. What madness 'twas I know not that thus enchanted me. What wine, nor who the bringer, nor wherefore entered he. Lament no more, O full heart, thy love so close confined. O rosebud, ope thy glory, thy beauty naught shall bind. Behold the flower-filled meadows. Thou too, O wistful dear, take in thine hand the goblet and lend to me thine ear. Lo, for our wintry sorrow I hold the certain cure. Lo, stern fate kneels before us. Lo, rapture evermore. What madness 'twas I know not that thus entranced me. What wine, nor who the bearer, nor whither vanished he. End of section 5. Section 6 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Verses after Hafez. Poems 29 through 33. 29. She went. Oh, whither to, O one true love, went my sad heart, thou knowest. Lo, my prayer followeth thee, and faith that naught may move. With prayer I came, and now with pleading strong I leave thee, that my flintless trust thou share. So shall God aid us, who to him belong. Though all earth censure me, by heaven I swear, though tyranny me test with trial untold, no torments shall enwaver me, nor fear. Though pleasure her most dazzling joys forth hold, and luring musics to enravish me, thee only see I, thee hear, only thee I follow. Thou who travellest love's long road knowest that there no rest is, nor abode. 30. I said, O heavenly leader, O truth's day, guide thou this wanderer. He said, in quest of his own pleasure did thy wanderer stray. I pleaded, bide with me. He answered, nay, unmeet were thy cold couch and cheerless rest for me soft nurtured. Vain is thy request. The royal born how hardly may endure, after pomp's luxury and silk array, thy mean provisioning, thy dwelling poor. Again I prayed, O all life's sun, O true light giver, to our darkling earth return. He said, pray not thus, since not even my few dare to behold me. Strange 'twere not, nor new, that a poor wanderer's wildered heart should burn. 31. Where is the pious doer? And I the estrayed one, where? Behold how far the distance from his safe home to here. Dark is the stony desert, trackless and vast and dim. Where is hope's guiding lantern? Where is faith's star so fair? My heart fled from the cloister and chant of monkish hymn. What can avail me sainthood, fasting, and punctual prayer? What is the truth shall light me to heaven's straight thoroughfare? Whither, O heart, thus hastest? Arrest thee and beware. See what a lone adventure is thine unending quest, fraught with what deadly danger, set with what unseen snare. Say not, O friend, to Hafez, quiet thee now and rest. Calm and content, what are they? Patience and peace, oh, where? 32. I said, thou knowest, O all-knowing friend, my trouble for thee. He said, speak not so. Thy sorrow came, thy sorrow too shall go. I said, O light of truth, when wilt thou spend thy radiance? Answer heard I, it may be this will not always be denied to thee. I said, O merciful, when wilt to me show mercy? He replied, till that time is, endure thou patiently my tyrannies. I said again, all-seeing, who dost see how long is pain, beholdst thou not then too how short sweet joy was? Answered he anew, be not thus comfortless, but comprehend. Even as thy joys, thy sorrows too shall end. 33. My heart the chamber of his musing is, mine eye the mirror of his beauty's face, my hand the servant of his purposes. I, who to neither wealth nor worldly place incline, nor to religion's promised ease, bend low beneath the burden of his grace. Since all I have is of his bounty given, so is my poor pride but in his proud name. His humble service is my hoped-for heaven. Nor shun I men's despite and trampling sneer, nor heed their slander, nor the infamous fame of their blind censure. Nay, nor do I fear death's last defilement. Though I pass in shame, bright worlds his immortality proclaim. End of section 6. Section 7 of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Hafez. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Verses after Hafez, poems 34 through 38. 34. Fair is the leisure of life's garden ground, pleasant is friendship's voice and mirth's soft sound. Sweet are the perfumed flowers. Yea, yea, what bliss sootheth like hope's fresh scent of loveliness. Lovely, O nightingale, is thy lament. Ever to listening love thy plaint is dear. In the fond thought of love thy life is spent. Though in this world joy's goal is but a name, fair is thy fadeless hope, blessed wanderer. Beauteous its gentle fire and flickering flame. From the pure lily heard I this clear song. Happy their peaceful life who work no wrong. Sweet idle flowers, whom heaven's sweet airs do kiss. No conquering king hath joy more fair than this. 35. Thus spake at dawn to the fresh-opened rose the courting bird, "Cease thy so empty vaunt, comelier than thou full many each day unclose." She laughed, "In truth I care not, ne'ertheless, strange lover thou, to use such harsh address. No gallant vexeth beauty with such taunt. Or ever thou receive this ruby red, this wine, first must thy pearled disdainfulness in passion's suppliant sea its jewels shed. O vain it were love's chanting voice to chide, though may no tongue those burning thoughts expound, the ardent fire of love no heart can hide. In his all-whelming tears hath Hafez drowned wisdom and patience, yet no peace hath found." 36. Though beauty's tress be strayed, 'tis beauteous still. Though her bright glance should wander, though it err and wound me, it shall be forgiven her. Yea, loved is the beloved, though she kill. Though should love's lightning ravage and consume faith's harvest and the garner of the wise, reproach not nor upbraid her. Those bright eyes have right all to destroy that all illume. Betwixt love's roses should no sharpness be, though not uncruel, not unblameworthy wast thou, O sweet love. Blame thou only my blemish, let not remorse and dolour thee. Yea, censure not afflicting love, thy part is but forgiveness, O long patient heart. 37. Arise, O cup-bearer, and bring fresh wine for our enrapturing. O minstrel, of our sorrow sing. O joy, of whose delight we dreamed, O love that erst so easy seemed, what toil is in thy travelling! How in the loved one's tent can I have any rest or gaiety? Ever anon the horsemen cry, "O lingering lover, fare thee well!" Ever I hear the jingling bell of waiting steed and harnessry. O seeker, who wouldst surely bring to happy end thy wandering! O learner, who wouldst truly know, let not earth's loves arrest thee. Go! Mad thee with heaven's pure wine, and fling to those clear skies thy rapturing. 38. Our toil is he, and eke our journey's end, our lifelong ailment, and our remedy, our foeman, and our ever-pitying friend, who is more vanquishing than victory, fairer than beauty, more beloved than life. This is he who our peace is, and our strife. Our strenuous earth is he, and eke our heaven, the crown of conquest and the armour riven, the strength, the struggle, yea, the failing even. Of him all is, and unto him also doth all return. Torment and yearning woe surely shall pass, even as pleasures go. Yea, all have end, beggar and bountied king, rapture and tears, resting and wandering. End of section 7. Read by Joanna Hoyt. End of Sonnets from Hafez and Other Verses by Elizabeth Bridges and Quahi Shamsuddin Mohammed Hafez.